Every pastor is a polygamist. The church is there pulling your attention, the bride of Jesus. And your own wife too needs your attention. Sometimes there is conflict. God said it. I read it in this man's book, Yonggi Cho. He said the Lord said to him, you are the pastor of the largest church in the world, but I'm about to take the church from you because you are not taking care of your bride. So let me take my bride from you. Many pastors' wives are in pains today because the pastors are too busy. Ministers are too busy. Not only pastors are the culprits, even business people. Very many people. You go to work, to the office in the morning, you don't come back until late when your kids do not even know you. You're so busy. Where are the fathers? It's not just about money. You must leave your signature on the lives of your children. You see, the relationship a child has with the father affects the way she relates or he relates with God. These lines. Only your wife handles take-home assignments. That's not right. Only your wife, leads the family devotion while the man is changing gear. You are still sleeping. Say, I'm tired. Go and lead the children. You are losing it, man. You're losing it. That child that God has given to you, who knows what that child can become? Why don't you be a role model? Many times when I wake up in the morning, I go to my husband's side of the bed and I sing for him many times. I sing love songs. Sometimes I say to him, thank you for being the picture of the future I envisage for my boys. Thank you for being a role model to my boys. Thank you for not just being a preacher that shouts everywhere and there is nothing at home. Thank you. Thank you so much. Many fathers today, they don't even know how to hug their children. Psychologists say that when you hug teenagers, it helps them. They know how to handle relationships. I went to go and see the governor. I'm going to pastor because your son is hugging you. You don't even have the time. Create time for your sons. If you build houses for them, one day the architectural designs will be outdated. If you give them money, one day they will finish. Thank God for money. Thank God for properties. But what you can invest into your children most is your life. Pour your life into them. Encourage them. Fathers are for strength. Mothers are for comfort. You must make sure that you give strength to your children so that they can have a glorious future. Look at African leaders today. If they were raised by proper fathers, we won't have the problems and the challenges that we have. Where are the fathers? There are things you don't delegate in life. I'm a very happily married woman. Even the devil in his craziest state knows that I'm happily married. But as close as I am to my husband, there are things he can't do for me. I can't say, hello darling, I'm hungry. Can you go and eat for me? Life is so individualistic in nature that there are things you don't delegate. And as I speak to the fathers, I speak to the mothers too. Some of you, grandmas are the only ones helping you to shape the destinies of your children. Your mother lived her life. She's helping you to live your life. Shame on you. Grandmas are fantastic. I'm looking forward to when I will become a grandma. But excuse me, grandmas are to spoil the children. You are to train the children. Create time for your children. A child is like a plain sheet of paper. It is whatever you write on it that will be written. That is why I encourage women. Stop giving birth to kids every year. Go and do family planning. God says you should subdue. Subdue means plan. Plan means family planning. What are you looking for in the labor room the 6th time? If I were to just get married now, I would have 2 kids. I got married almost 30 years ago. You know school fees now. You're looking for a boy. And because of that, you want to kill yourself in the labor room? Let me tell you something. God forbid, if you die, I give your husband 1 year to remarry. And you know the person your husband will marry? Your PA or your secretary. Now let me shock you. You know what is happening in Nigeria now? They now marry the junior sister. The girl has been living with us for 13 years. The kids are used to her. She's my wife's sister. If you are sitting beside a woman, help me elbow her. Don't die. Oh. Don't die. Don't kill yourself because you are looking for a boy or you are looking for a girl. God forbid. If you kill yourself while you are still in the morgue, the man will tell somebody, can you make some tea for me? While the person is going to say, come back, make Milo, make it very thick. You are still in the mug. You shall live long. There are things you don't delegate. Fathers must be secure enough to encourage their children to succeed. Where are the fathers? Was it not Isaac that blessed Jacob? As I was meditating, I said to myself, fathers are ladders. You want to rise? A secure father, spiritual and biological, will give you his shoulders. I said, right. Fathers create platforms for their children. Fathers stand by you until you succeed. Who is a father? Covenant pillars, nurturers, mentors, Mirrors. You look at your father and you say, I'd like to be like this when I'm old. Your children, you're not perfect, but your children should be able to look at you as a mirror and say, yes. My father. Let me share this joke with you. Kids were graduating and students were being called out to receive awards and collect prizes. 6, 7, 8, and all that. And the father was there with his son. And the father said to the son, look at correct children. Look at them. You did not collect anything. Look at these children. Anyway, the boy was sober. After the prize giving service or whatever, they were on their way home. No car, both of them stood and they were trying to wave down what you call Okada in Nigeria, motorcycle. And all sorts of cars were passing. And the boy turned to the father and said, see correct fathers. See correct fathers. Develop a relationship with your children from which that investment you will enjoy and pull out. From which life will pay you tribute when you are old. I have many fathers in Africa that are suffering, sinking, smelling in one dark room because when they should be taking care of their children, they were not there. Particularly polygamists. My own is different from our own. So once there is no wife that is responsible solely for the man's life, when he's old, everybody takes care of his children. Of her children, beg your pardon, and the man is there. So if you live your life now and you can sleep with anything in skirts, I pity you. You sleep with house help, you sleep with this one, you sleep with them. In the evening it will show. 3 women have children for you. Don't worry. I'm watching the time for you. You will soon be old. You keep cheating on your wife. Nobody can correct you. You say to your pastor, if you report me to pastor, I'll stop coming to church. You want to go to hell? Go ahead. You live your life anyhow. Some men are so irresponsible. You have 2 kids and then you just walk away as if nobody, what can anybody do? You have forgotten that the big boss is upstairs. He that created the eyes, he can see. You think that woman is helpless, she cannot do anything. So you leave her with 2 kids, you leave her with 3 children, and you move in with another woman and say, my wife is a witch. Why are you a Christian? Deliver her if she's a witch. When you were struggling, she wasn't a witch. Before you had a car, she wasn't a witch. Now that you have a car and you're comfortable, one Jezebel and one Delilah, they are telling you, your wife is a witch, we saw it in the dream. And you too, you believe. There are unspoken curses. Provoked curses. How can you give birth to a child and you will not take care of the child? And you just walk away thinking that you are living. It's not right. You get to a level in your life when nobody can tell you the truth because you have become so successful. Everybody fears you because your tithe is big. Your pastor wants to correct you, I tell people, when you say you are humble, excuse me, wait a minute. Before you tell me you are humble, wait. Don't tell me you are humble until certain things are in your life. E.g., power, position, wealth, and wealth. And when these things are there, you can still kneel down to greet the person you used to greet, kneeling down. Before those things came, then we can say you are really humble. What will a poor man be but be humble? Who is a father? Fathers help you to get to the next level. Your father is your coach. Your father watches you as you act the scripts of life. Fathers are providers. Fathers are strategic helpers. Fathers are prophets. Fathers are leaders. Fathers are spiritual coverings. Fathers are raised. To be a man is natural. A child, listen to the next statement I'm about to make. A child is a responsibility. A man carries responsibility. I tell young men, when I'm privileged to speak to them, if you still live in your father's house, you are not a candidate for marriage. If your mother still gives you money for bus pass, don't even date any girl. Because marriage is not for boys and girls. Marriage is for mature men and women. Marriage is wonderful. I'm in it. But it can be full of awesome responsibilities. Marriage. They say love is blind. I say love is blind, but marriage is the eye opener. So, when you want to get married, or you are looking for somebody to marry, close one eye in prayer, open the other one in watching. Look very well. The fact that that person sings in the choir does not mean that he's an angel. Every marriage goes through 7 stages. If it will break or it will stand. Every marriage. So don't think marriage is hard work. Don't think that because the sister. It is when you get married, you will know that your brother can snore like locomotive after marriage. That's when you will know that your sister's pants can turn, the white one can turn maroon. That's when you will know that. Is she this disorganized? Marriage. After the honeymoon, you will see what we call normal life stage. Your eyes will open. Bam. Yes. This is it. And you can't go out except you don't want to go to heaven. Where are the fathers? You must be a father at home. Father your wife. Some men should be the wife. I heard of a man in Africa who will be singing proverbial songs against his wife. Hey, Niroko, see, that's the man singing. A man, you and your wife, you have a misunderstanding and you are now singing against her. Shall not be well with whoever says you are the husband. You should be the wife. You keep malice with your wife. Because fatherhood is in 3 levels. At home, you must be a father.